Hi, everyone. Welcome to Digital Experience. This is our iteration retro meeting. We'll go over some of the things that went well and things to improve on for the last 2-week period. Today is Thursday, January 12th. And first up for things that went well, Megan.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to Miguel, who worked on the text bug issue for adding Markdown, like being able to use Markdown in our storybook project with our components. Just the thoroughness of it, and he took action to create like future issues to actually implement it. It was just really well done and easy to read. So thanks again. Anyone else before we move on? All right, Nathan.
Thanks. Yeah, just one thing I noticed. I guess I'd originally wrote this data file for some of the comparison pages, and I added in like a bunch of programming stuff. Like I had Google Analytics tags and like all the static stuff. And then I realized that there was kind of this push that like that team wanted to edit those files frequently. And I realized that it was daunting because there was like hundreds of, sometimes thousands of lines of like crap in there, and it's not fair for them to have to go through it. So I kind of realized that maybe we're targeting the wrong people in a lot of our YAML files. Like it's not us, it's kind of focusing on the contributor, and so that everybody can contribute. Because it'd be amazing if we didn't have to kind of click accept on like every single content change, and that was just easy, and we didn't have to worry about critical things breaking if somebody were edit content. So I just did a bit of a rewrite for some of the comparison page stuff, but I'm wondering if we should do it for like pricing page or some of these other pages that are like super high traffic, and also maybe adding some sort of data validation or YAML testing to be like, hey, like for example, the coverages in the comparison can only be like 0, 25, 50, 75, or 100. And so even small tests, like enforcing that it's one of those values, could save us a lot of time and headache. So just like a thought that I've been going through. I don't know how to enforce this. It doesn't seem like the best way. Obviously, like I don't know, a CMS or like a database or an API or something like that would make more sense because you can enforce it easier. But yeah, just like I'm trying to get the ball rolling, I guess, on thinking about how our data is consumed.
Well, and I'll chime in there. Like, I also feel like this is a good thing to think about like this next year when we start the conversation of an actual CMS for buyer's experience, understanding like what's data and what's code, because they're kind of two separate things. Like, or what's content and what's code. Like Nathan said, like some of the things our YAML files are great for us, but they're not good for any other user. And if we were to strip this out and to put this into a CMS, the CMS doesn't need to have all of the like code customizations built into the CMS, because that should be the content person's job, just to update content, and we're updating the code. Like Nathan brought up a good point, and something we can think about moving forward, how we can start to separate what's content and what's code in some of our YAML files. It might help to then move forward when we jump into the CMS or dip our toes into the CMS in the future.
Do you want to voice that, Heavy? I see you typing away.
Oh yeah. Something that Tyler did a while back for one of the pages was using interfaces to validate types. So essentially, if it's like you define a data thing, like a data schema, so that like you have the different properties within it, and if it's not of that certain type, it'll just fail the build of the site. I thought that was something that was kind of cool. It shouldn't. Well, what I like about it is just that it's simple to do, and it's like if something's like wrong, it'll just build the site build will error out, and so that's kind of like easy to find if like someone does something they're not supposed to. It doesn't push out anything that's like, say a content writer does something that like for some reason breaks the site. It's like, okay, like it gives us the ability to go in and be like, all right, like that should be fixed. I thought that was smart. I'm not sure how that works with their whole site, but I thought that was something that was really cool that he did.
I kind of like that in like the next content module, like throwing in an interface there when you make that request. So you kind of clean that data or review that data there. I like that better than writing like separate tests, because they're going to fail regardless. So interesting. Dang it, Tyler. Why'd you have to leave us? Hope you're watching this. Oh, it's That's a good, wait. Oh, I guess you could push it.
I'll link the thing that he did. Let me find it and then I can add it to the doc. But we can do that async.
Any last thoughts before I stop recording? Okay. Okay, let me stop this now.